Hello everybody, this is Alkistis from Athens, Greece, and today we've come out to the sea to see the beautiful sunset near Sunion. I'm at a place called Lagonisi, and I just wanted to share this beautiful view with you, this uplifting, awe-inspiring view. And today I wanted to discuss how we can still the mind and why it's necessary to still the mind. Our minds are constantly thinking. In fact, it's their job to be constantly finding solutions to problems. Since ancient times, since the time that we were living in, that we were primates basically, the mind's purpose was to keep us to survive, to keep us alive, to find food, and to basically stay alive. Now, it had to determine dangers very often, and therefore often worked very many intricate mechanisms so that we can prevent danger from occurring to us. The problem is that this function today is still working as it was in primitive times. And to one degree this is good because it keeps us alive. To the other degree though, it's negative because it kind of always creates problems so that it can solve them. I don't know if you noticed, but even when you don't have problems, your mind goes and creates problems and says, oh, then this must be wrong, or this is problematic. So we're constantly assessing and reassessing things. If you like, finding solutions to problems and creating problems so that we can find solutions to them. Basically, our mind is on overdrive. And one of the things we need to learn to do is to still the mind. To still the mind. This is a very difficult task to do. Even if you tell your mind, stop thinking, it's not going to stop thinking, is it? It's going to continue thinking. Why did you tell me to stop thinking? So it's a catch-22 type situation. And of course that is why people have created the science of meditation, and that is a way to still the mind. Now many of you might not be into meditation, others are. I find that each person has to find their own way of stilling their mind. One of the things I do is come out to the sea and gaze at the sea. Another thing I might use is to stare at a candle, at the flame of a candle, and watch the flickering, light and the flickering flame. And if you do this for long enough, the thoughts you had start to regress, and you start to focus only on the object that you're concentrating on. It's a very useful skill to have. It's a very important thing to do regularly. I would say almost once a day, It's just like you empty the junk mail that comes into your email. You've got to empty out all these junk thoughts that are in your brain, and they don't let you, they don't allow you to be inspired. And let me say this about inspiration. It's not a fluffy thing. It's a very necessary thing. Everybody can be inspired, but what you need to be inspired is to have emptied the mind of all this clutter and all this junk, if you like, that we keep thinking. Because as Jung once said, the solution to the problem is not going to be found on the same level that the problem was created on. You have to rise to another level to get the solution to whatever problem you have. And in order to think creatively and think in an inspired way, we need to empty our minds. It's as simple as that. And so every person needs to find a way that they can empty their mind in a healthy way. I don't mean drowning it in alcohol, which obviously, of course, numbs the mind. But that's not a way to be inspired. When I say inspired, I mean in a healthy way, in a way that doesn't harm you physically or mentally. All you need to do is go to nature, and nature will offer you many possibilities for being inspired and being, uplifted from your daily problems. So for me, there's really no excuse. You just need to either go out to nature, find a place, like I said in that other video, the place of power, or you need to just close your eyes and meditate on a certain object or a certain thought that will still your mind. And a candle everyone can find. A candle to meditate on, to look at the flame for long enough, anyone can meditate on. So you have the know-how. All we have to do now is put it to action, of course. So all it takes is like 20 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, going into yourself and saying, I'm going to still the mind now. I'm going to empty it out of all its junk, and I'm going to just be open to inspiration. So let me just show you the sunset again and just say goodbye for now.